You might be wondering, why am I on the best mode of transport in Minecraft? Well, I'm not, but um, that's kind of what I want to rant about today is transportation in Minecraft. Um, I should probably look where I'm going. Um, the the elytra is a bit too overpowered. No, it's not overpowered. It's too easily accessible, or I don't know what the phrasing would be, but it's I guess overpowered would be a good term, but it makes every single other mode of transport like completely useless. I mean, the only reason you'd use a pig is for a funny laugh, even though this guy's working real hard. And I mean, does the elytra work that hard? I don't know. I don't think so. Um, but like these roads. Once the players on my server start having elytras, these are completely useless. Which is why I'm not gonna get an elytra on my server. And like vow to not use one. The same. And I also will not be using the Nether for only transportation reasons. I'll go in there if I need. Oh, one sec. I'll go in there if I need to, you know, get wither skeleton skulls or blaze rods, but I'm not going to use it to go 800 blocks in the overworld by going 100 blocks in the nether. Instead, I'm opting for horses. I think horses will be and boats, because it keeps you grounded in the Minecraft world and doesn't have you like I'm not the best at explaining, but the elytra just takes you out of your world. It takes you out of the experience of being in like a city or a tiny base, you know. Um, Here, let me grab my horse. Hey. No, you're staying here. All right, now I got my horse. Horses are just like, I don't know. They're just so much cooler. Like they're like you like this makes me want to make actual paths or like roads to my, future base over here. Um because I have to traverse with a horse. Like this opens up the opportunity for me to actually have motivation for making this pathway to my base look pretty, instead of just being able to fly in 3 seconds from spawn to my base. Yes, it's not as efficient, but not everything in Minecraft has to be efficient. Like, I prefer not to make a sugarcane farm. I feel like manually harvesting sugarcane is something that's a little satisfying to me. Um, uh, Another cool transport, which actually does work with the elytra, is the Riptide Trident. This thingy. Because when it's raining, you just fly endlessly and then glide, and so you don't have to use rockets. But I really don't like the elytra. I feel like if it were up in previous servers that I've ran, I have disabled the end, or at least postponed it for a long time, and then I'm not sure if I ever did, but I feel like I would have banned the elytra, where it would not even be able to be used. In this server, I'm more open to like what the players actually want, instead of going on what I think is best for everybody. So if everybody wants to use elytras, they can, but I won't be doing it. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there's better arguments to be heard about why the elytra is not great from other people. But that's kind of my take on it in an unprepared rant, while sleep deprived. So, I don't know. Oh, mine carts. Oh my, mine carts. How did I forget? Um, Mojang really needs to get along with the like needs to like continue working on the minecart improvements. I think we have the minecart improvement experimental data pack on. I haven't tested it, but I'm hoping it works well. Because I feel like that's it's such a classic like Minecraft thing that to me I'm like, oh wait, yeah, minecarts exist. It's like it's minecart. It's like Minecraft. Like it's shared name. Kind of. I feel like we should be using those more and have more purposes for them. Um, so I think that's another thing I want to do. Side rant. Speaking of minecarts and like uses, I'm like for this server, I'm looking into like interesting uh strategies, I guess, for playing instead of playing how I normally play, which I feel like every time I play, I do something different. Um, like you know, protection 4 boots, projectile protection pants, fire protection chest plate, and blast protection helmet. All the 4 different types of protection. Um, and so far, I think it's worked very well. I haven't really noticed any like it's not made me weaker against the mobs here. I feel like I've like when I was fighting drowns down there for this trident, they weren't doing anything to me. Um, so I feel like you know I'm sure there's a math to it on like either there's a math to why protection is more commonly used by Minecraft players. Maybe it's better for PvP, although that wouldn't make sense because there is like fire aspect or flame uh aspects in PvP. There's projectiles, blasts. So I mean, I don't know. Um, but the way I recall it working is that like it's not like, oh, you only get blast protection. Why I don't even know how that would work. You only have blast protection to your head. I don't think that's how it works. But it's like a percentage. It's a percentage decrease, and I get a percentage decrease on all these fields instead of like an overall percentage. But I don't know how it really works. Um, but it's been working. Uh, Another thing I'm trying is, I'm using firework. Hold on, where's my? There it is. I'm using fire. I'm not gonna fire this because these are expensive. I've already wasted so many gunpowder on fake rockets that aren't actually helpful. But rockets with I believe to be really explosive fireworks. Um, I feel like that would be a waste to use on mobs, but I feel like if any PvP occasions, that might be handy to use and try out. Since I don't really do PvP at all, and I don't really test out features like that. Maybe I will try it on some mobs at some point. But I don't really see any. Well, mobs won't be the best because the appeal of the highly explosive fireworks is that they deal a lot of damage to players wearing armor. Um, so I will probably wait for an occasion such as that. But yes, also mending on the bow. Especially if you got like a skeleton XP farm, which I do. Arrows are no issue, so might as well have the mending bow. I used to be an infinity person, but whether it takes 1 slot or 64, you know, uh, might as well just go mending. I used to be an infinity player, but obviously people change and get smarter. No, I'm kidding. And do whatever you want. But yeah, I guess that's my rant on transportation and like more obscure Minecraft features, like firework. Uh, what is it? Firework clusters? Is that what it's called? Or is it firework star? I don't know. Uh, the things that you put in fireworks to make them ball up. Wait, is it in this? I don't know, but it's 7x large ball. It's uh that's such a new. I was looking at the Minecraft wiki, um, and I was reading about like fireworks, and like I didn't know fireworks had that much customization on Minecraft. Like I should really get into like fireworks on Minecraft and like work more with them. I feel like those could be cool for like events and stuff, um, and like other stuff. Okay, that's my rant. Bye.